Have you ever left a room full of people feeling more empty than when you arrived? That strange sensation of being surrounded by laughter and conversation, yet feeling utterly alone? It's a quiet paradox that so many of us experience but rarely give voice to. You arrive with a certain hope, a spark for genuine connection, but instead of filling up, you feel a slow, steady drain on your very spirit. Let's pause for a moment and truly explore this feeling together, to understand its roots deep within your being. Look around at the others in the room. They seem lit up from within, buzzing with a kind of social electricity, drawing energy from the crowd as if connected to some invisible human power grid. Their laughter grows louder, their gestures become more expansive, their voices more animated with each passing moment. And you feel a quiet leak in your soul, a subtle but persistent siphon on your spirit. It's as if your inner battery, once fully charged, is now draining percentage point by percentage point, with every forced smile and polite nod. And in that quiet internal space, the questions begin to whisper. Why am I like this? What's my malfunction? Why can't I be like them? What is wrong with me that I can't enjoy this like everyone else seems to? Let me be absolutely clear from the very start. There is no malfunction in your design. You are not broken. You are not defective. You are not less than. You are simply wired differently, and that difference is not just acceptable. It is necessary, valuable, a crucial part of the beautiful, intricate tapestry of human experience. The world you see often tells us a very specific and very loud story about how we're supposed to be socially. It screams that the extroverted way is the correct way, the normal way, the only healthy way. That to be vibrant means to be constantly social. That to be quiet indicates something is broken. That to genuinely prefer solitude means there's something missing in you. This narrative is pushed everywhere, from the glamorous parties in movies and television shows to workplace cultures that prioritize non-stop collaboration and open-plan offices, to our very social media feeds, overflowing with images of large, ecstatic gatherings. But this is a profound and deeply damaging misunderstanding of human nature. Think of it this way, using the timeless wisdom of the natural world. The forest has its creatures of the day and its creatures of the night. The eagle soars magnificently in the bright, piercing sunlight, while the owl thrives with incredible grace and purpose in the deep, soft darkness. One is not superior to the other, not at all. They are perfectly, wonderfully adapted to different realms, each playing their own crucial, irreplaceable role in the balance of the ecosystem. Similarly, you are not a lesser version of a socialite. You are a different, essential instrument in the grand orchestra of humanity. You are the cello to their trumpet, providing the deeper, soul-stirring harmonies that give the music its emotional weight and profound beauty. Without you, the symphony of life would be all fanfare and no depth, all surface and no substance. So, what is truly happening inside you beneath the surface, at that party or social gathering? What is the hidden mechanism behind this exhaustion? The truth is, your mind operates as a remarkable, high-fidelity, deep processing unit. While others are primarily broadcasting their signal, talking, sharing, projecting outward, you are engaged in an intense, continuous act of receiving. You are absorbing everything. Not just the spoken words, but the vast universe of subtext, the silent energy, the invisible data flowing between people. You are sensing the subtle tensions between two people who are pretending to get along, the unspoken anxieties of the host trying to keep everything perfect, the slight, almost imperceptible shift in a tone of voice that reveals boredom or irritation. You notice the forced smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes, the hidden sigh when someone turns away, the nervous tap of a foot under the table. You are not just hearing words, you are interpreting in real time an entire hidden landscape of human emotion and complex social dynamics. This is not a passive act like watching television. It is intense, demanding, internal labor. The social butterfly is happily skimming along the surface. You are swimming in the deep, feeling every current, every undertow, every change in temperature and pressure. Is it any wonder you need to come up for air? Is it any surprise you feel the urgent need to retreat to the quiet shore of solitude to simply catch your breath? This high-resolution, constant processing requires immense mental and emotional energy, which is precisely why you feel tired, drained, and overwhelmed so quickly in social settings. There is a second layer to this exhaustion, equally important, and often overlooked. Most conventional social spaces are, in their essence, carefully staged theaters of polite fiction. People wear social masks, performing a carefully curated version of themselves that is expected, agreeable, and non-confrontational. Many people do this almost automatically, without a second thought. It's a social dance they've mastered, a role they can slip into with ease. But you feel the gap. You perceive the subtle disconnect between the performance and the person. You hear the hollow, slightly metallic ring in the loud, communal laughter. You see the script playing out behind eyes that have momentarily glazed over with a polite disinterest. You are like an audience member at a magic show who, unfortunately, can see all the hidden wires and mirrors, the secret pockets and trapdoors. You are witnessing the stagecraft, and knowing how the trick works makes it impossible to simply lose yourself in the wonder of the illusion. Trying to actively participate in the play while being acutely, painfully aware of the artificiality of the sets and the costumes is a profoundly draining act of double consciousness. You are constantly navigating the chasm between what is being said and what is actually meant, and that relentless cognitive and emotional load is heavy. So heavy to carry for hours on end. Now, let us gently contrast this with your experience of solitude. For you, being alone is not a sentence of boredom or a state of loneliness. It is a profound and welcome return to your native state, your true home territory. It is where the social mask can finally, gratefully, come off, where the performance ends and the curtain closes, where the constant, high-alert processing can finally, mercifully, cease. This is your sanctuary, your sacred recharge station. The massive amount of energy you spend navigating the complex, stimulating social world must be replenished in the quiet, undemanding, peaceful world of your own company. This is not a weakness. It is not a character flaw. It is your biological and psychological rhythm, the fundamental operating system of your very being. Just as a smartphone must be plugged in to recharge after heavy use, you need solitude to restore your inner peace, your mental clarity, and your spiritual energy reserves. This is a legitimate, non-negotiable need, and embracing it without guilt, without shame, is one of the most empowering and compassionate acts you can ever do for yourself. And here is the crucial, life-affirming truth that our modern, hyper-social society has largely forgotten and desperately needs to remember. Your depth of perception, your innate capacity to feel the emotional undercurrents in a room, your sensitivity to the unspoken and the unseen, these are not curses, they are not burdens, they are gifts. They are rare and valuable forms of intelligence and awareness. A culture that only prizes the loud, the fast, and the broad would eventually starve emotionally, spiritually, and creatively without the quiet, the slow, and the deep. Who would create the art that stops us in our tracks and makes us feel profoundly seen? Who would write the novels that explore the intricate, shadowed landscapes of the human heart? Who would uncover the scientific truths and philosophical insights that require patient, uninterrupted, solitary thought? History whispers the answer. Think of the great inventors, the visionary writers, the soulful artists, the groundbreaking philosophers. So many of them were introverts, who cherished and fiercely protected their solitude as the sacred source of their genius. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, requires both the sun and the moon, both the day and the night. You are the moon. You offer a different kind of light in the darkness, a light that guides with subtlety, with intuition, with a quiet and steady grace. Your light doesn't blaze and blind, but it reveals gentle depths and hidden truths. that the harsh light of the sun can never hope to illuminate. Your sensitivity is your hidden strength. It is the very thing that allows you to connect with others on a profound level when you consciously choose to. It is what enables you to understand complexities and perceive nuances that others simply overlook. This deep processing, this rich inner world, is a form of power. It is not a flaw. It's what makes you a truly good listener, a trusted confidant, a deep thinker, a creative soul. It is the wellspring of your empathy. So, the next time you feel that familiar, sinking drain setting in at a gathering, what can you practically, kindly do for yourself? First, you must learn to honor your nature without apology. Grant yourself unconditional permission to leave early, to decline an invitation without an elaborate excuse, to simply take a restorative break. You do not owe the world a lengthy or detailed explanation for tending to your own well-being. A simple "I need to head out. Thank you for a lovely evening" is more than enough. Second, be strategic. Gently seek out the one other person who seems to be playing the same internal game you are. Look for the quiet observer in the corner, the person contentedly petting the family dog, the one who seems happy to just watch and listen. They might be a kindred spirit, and a single, genuine conversation with them will feel qualitatively different, more nourishing than draining. Third, create small exits and pauses for yourself. Step outside for 5 minutes of genuine silence under the sky. Find a quiet bathroom to be alone in for just a few breaths. Offer to help in the kitchen. Breathe deeply, feel the air on your skin, and let your overstimulated mind settle and find its center again. Your value in this world is not, and will never be, measured by your stamina for noise and small talk. It is measured by the unique depth, the profound empathy, and the genuine understanding you bring to the world when you are truly, fully present and engaged. Remember, in a world that is utterly obsessed with quantity, your entire path is one of beautiful, meaningful, quality connections, quality thoughts, quality of being. Protect your energy. Do not treat it as a secret shame, but as the precious and finite resource it truly is. You are not antisocial. You are not broken. You are built for meaning. You are built for depth. You are built for substance, not for volume, not for superficiality. The world desperately needs the unique, beautiful song that only you can hear in the silence. Your contributions, though often quiet and unseen, matter deeply. They are the foundation, the soul, the very heart of things. If this understanding brings you a sense of peace, a feeling of validation, a moment of coming home to yourself, then please support our growing community by liking this video and subscribing to Winds of Thought. Join us for more explorations into living a more mindful, authentic, and deeply fulfilling life. Thank you for listening, and please always remember, on this path, you are not and never will be alone.